They should have never done this. It's a free account. We've known about this requirement since day one. It's been listed on the Steam page. This sets a very bad precedent. The fact that a loud, whiny, petty minority causes this is scary. Social media and the general social media public have too much control, and companies give it to them. This is like letting children get away with crying to get what they want. It's just going to enable it further. Sony should have stood their ground. This is crazy, guys.
Somebody, Zuby Tech, don't know who this person is, says, to all the PlayStation executives follow me, please see this. They don't give a fuck about your opinion, mate. I'm just going to warn you right now. They literally...
Bro, like, you really think the executives at PlayStation are like, wait a minute, wait, what's he saying? Okay, let me just go ahead and write this down. Okay, all right, yeah, so we're not going to do that. Okay, got it.
Really couldn't care less about your opinion. He says, Helldivers 2 proves PlayStation should never go day in date with PC. This is extremely clear. Don't know why he's capitalizing the first letter of every word. It's not a YouTube title. Kind of a boomer thing to do. But then obviously Mischief...
Well, why is he doing that? If you look at the Venn diagram between people who don't know how to communicate properly and how to use normal English and people that are fanboys for consoles, I feel like there's a lot of overlap in that Venn diagram. There's a whole lot. It might just be a circle.
Posts and owns him with facts and logic. If you go in Helldivers, you can see how many people are active in the game. 104,862. Of which 82,969 are PC players. So yeah, just executives, listen to me, the clueless fanboy who's going to buy all your product regardless, because apparently pro-consumer things just don't enter the brain on this one. Listen to me.
Well, the thing is, like, if he looks at it as, and this is what console warriors do, and this is how their brain works. Well, I wouldn't really say the brain works. This is how their brain... I don't even know the word is for it. Like, this is how their brain malfunctions. Is that, yeah, it's like it's something, right? Is that they view it as like Sony, everything good that Xbox players get is something bad for Sony fans. And Xbox players view it as everything good that Xbox players get that Sony players don't get is something good for Xbox fans. Basically, what it is two groups of adult men arguing about which one of their $500 piece of shit bootleg computers can run a video game at 30 FPS better. That's right.
Just have the vast majority of your player base not buy your game, not make it one of the best-selling games of the year, and just make way less money, and have a smaller player base, so let more and more people quit, because there's longer queue times and stuff. This is the, big brain thinking of a fanboy. Next one we've got here, I wanted to just highlight this one because it's funny more than anything. Console gremlins take it and PC gamers fight back.
That's so true. Like, console players love eating shit because they're console players. Like, I do not understand why anyone would choose to play on a console if a PC was able to play the game at the same at the same level. Like, unless you're playing with like friends with couch co-op or something like that. It's money. Yeah, I can only see the reason being money.
Not the same. Gatekeep PC gaming, the quote from PlayStation cheerleaders is going to be hilarious. It has been hilarious. I've been laughing all day at this one. I will say, I'm not going to talk shit over, console gamers taking it.
I am. I think that they're absolute fucking morons. I think that they love doing this to themselves. They are massive. They are soldiers for a multi-billion-dollar company. It is absolutely pathetic. It's so embarrassing. I can't believe that this still even exists. Like, I remember, what was the game? Was it Stellar Blade that I learned about this from? I think it was Starfield. Starfield, yes. So whenever I started shitting on Starfield, I attracted the negative attention of the Xbox fanboy fan base. And I actually didn't know this existed. I thought that, like, console fanboys ended in, like, I don't know, like 2006 or something like that, right? I mean, I thought this was over. This was done. And then I see all these people, and they have like a green, like a green emoji in their name, and they've got like, they're on an Xbox podcast, and they're talking about how smart Phil Spencer is, and how the Xbox can, is like a better thing than a PlayStation 5, and it's like how many people Game Pass has on it. I'm like, wait, what the? There's no way, right? There's no way. I'm scrolling down, and I'm like thinking like this has got to be like some like parody account. It's got to be like a meme. There's like an inside joke that I'm not inside of here. And then the more and more I started reading, the more and more I stopped laughing because it wasn't a joke. It was serious. And then I click on some of the tweets that they had that were popular, and I was reading the responses, and it's more shit eaters. It's like, oh my God, how many of these people are there? It's incredible.
And I'm not going to call them gremlins, although there are some gremlins for sure.
They're gremlins.
Because the issue is, if you want to be a console gamer, that's fine. I literally couldn't give a fuck. Do whatever you're going to do. If you want a woman to stamp on your balls, what does it impact me? It's got nothing to do with my life.
Have fun.
But obviously, if you want to be a console gamer, you do have to accept shit, basically, because you're buying into...
That's what I was saying. Remember a shit eater? Yeah. He knows. Everybody knows.
Us on PC, we still take shit, but we're lucky that if we don't want to, we can just go elsewhere, right? Yes. But if you're a console gamer, you pretty much are at the mercy of what's going on.
Yes.
Obviously, we can fight back on PC because we have the ability to. Unfortunately, people don't fight back as much as they should because the gaming landscape would be incredibly different if we did. But
somebody says, I don't get it. How can you call yourself a gamer if you don't have an interest in playing any and all games? You lock yourself out of so many amazing options by being a dumb fanboy. I worked on getting all consoles and a PC, so let me explain the problem here. So this is a normal person. Which one do you think is the console gamer? And so this is the problem right here.
Take a W where you can get a W, which this is, it's a W, but at the same time, you're just basically back to square one, only the developer's been punished. So nobody's going to take this into account when going forward and buying Sony products. Nobody cares as a consumer.
I think people will. I do. I think people will.
If something's good, they're still going to buy it. They're going to think, oh, what about when Sony did that thing? So realistically...
Well, it will make them... What it will do is it will give people pause and trepidation on making purchases for Sony games on a PC platform. And every single time that they make a purchase for a Sony game on a PC platform, this will be in the back of their mind. It will make them suspicious.
Really happened here, other than you saw Sony, a shitty company, and then they walked this thing back, and a bunch of developers got harassed over something that wasn't even really their responsibility.
Yes.
Next one. This is a fucking classic, by the way. If you click some of these people's profiles, don't go and harass them, by the way. I just want to say, just laugh at what's happening here. My advice to weirdo PC crybabies that create unnecessary drama is just buy a PS5. I've got one. I hardly use it. Why would I have? I've got a fucking sick PC. I'll be flipping.
Yeah. Why would I do that? Like, if I have a gaming PC with a 4090, what the fuck would I do with a PlayStation 5? Well, I'll tell you what I'd do with it. I'd watch Netflix with it. That's it. My PS4, I have had one disc in that PS4 for the entire duration of my ownership of it. I bought it in 2019 or in 18. You know what that disc is? Bloodborne. That's it. Never played another game. I have one disc in this one over here. You know what that disc is? Demon's Souls. I downloaded Final Fantasy 16 online. I have no other games. That's it.
Between Stellar Blade and Helldivers 2 today, and when I finish Stellar Blade, it'll be Rise of Ronin and Helldivers.
Yeah,
I don't understand what the argument is. I don't know why.
Have time for that.
If you have any kind of idea over consumer rights and what you shouldn't accept from a company, just buy a PS5. Just reward them for them doing this to you.
It's just crazy how, like, these people, like, their entire entertainment options and their identity is tied around. How does this exist? How is this possible? It's so strange. Like, it's a $500 box.
Mate, I don't think I will. Then it doesn't make you a weirdo. There are legitimately times when players and PC players and console players and everybody cries over very little. I think fighting back against something that's just objectively bad for consumers, I always am going to question, why do you feel the need, as an average person that just likes Sony, why the fuck do you like a company in the first place? But why do you feel the need to come to their rescue?
What's so weird about it. Like, I like Sony, but if Sony doesn't do so, like, I don't really understand. Like, I mean, you know what? Wait a second. These are the same people that donate 100 Gifty Boys to a streamer. These are the ones that gift 100 subs to a streamer. Oh my God. I might just be shitting where I sleep. Oh no. Oh no. You are, yeah, wait a second. Parasocial brand relationship? Don't lump us in with them, dude. Come on. Wait, so you, bro, I've got some guy who's dropping $500 on a streamer. He's like, no. At least I'm not a console fanboy. Jesus, man. Even they're above that. I don't even know what to say. NPCs are brand loyal. I would just love to watch these people explain the way that they think.
Like, it is honestly that meme with the fat dude with the dagger, and he's like, you know, stop bullying my multi-billion-dollar company. It is.
Yeah, with the ninja face. Yeah, I know exactly what that is.
It's literally that. I don't get it. It can't make sense in my brain that this is how people think. But obviously, if you go, this is not even the funniest shit. If you go into the replies, he's just.
Are you gonna explain why PS5 is good? I think PS5 is great. PS5 it's a great product, and I enjoy PS5. It's nice, but it's not as good as a PlayStation. It's not as good as a gaming PC. Number one, it's not. Number two, I have a PS5. It's fine, but like, that's it. Like, it's not. I don't have to like remind people that I own one, do I? It's not really a big deal.
Ratio.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just have it to play some games. Like
he just
that's
blocks
it.
Everyone immediately. And just calls them names.
He blocks everybody.
Says, can't speak for everyone, but typically if you have a PC, the next console you own is PlayStation. Both the PSN isn't the issue. Straw man away. This is a perfectly reasonable and not even really toxic or fucking confrontational tweet. And the guy responds, Lemeo, yeah, you just repeat what you've heard in other conversations. Clown, this isn't a straw man argument, idiot. Go read a book.
This is the smartest console fanboy on Twitter. You have to keep in mind that this is the best they can do.
Literally is.
This is their best.
He's proving he doesn't understand the point. Somebody says, you know, Helldivers is a game for everyone. My boys play on PC, I'm not sure, and I'm not going to dive without them. He says they could, but they put the baby with the bathwater. They cut off their nose to spite their face. PC gamers can go fuck themselves. They had access and didn't want to open a PSN account. This is just factually untrue, by the way.
PC gamers can go fuck themselves?
Like they do with every other fucking publisher, but you carry on talking shit. It's not every other publisher, by the way. And also...
No, it's not.
Some people literally didn't have access. Like, in a literal sense, they didn't have access because their ability to buy the game and their ability to make a PSN account
was blocked in their
exist.
Country. Yeah.
So the idea...
this is incredible.
I guess they did have access until Sony did this, which you're getting really close to the problem, but unfortunately you're falling over face first onto Sony's cock. And not really fully making it there. Maybe the balls are obscuring your vision. You know, I hate when that happens personally. How about no? How about go fuck yourself, Cook? This guy's
Where does this guy... Bro, who is this guy?
fucking raging, bro.
This
then
is
refund
crazy.
It, dummy, is a response. They did. Somebody says, LeMayo, no, my PC is 2.5 times faster. Nah, broke ass. I just want to say, I don't... obviously, PCs, like, if you spend a lot of money on them, are more powerful than
they're
a
better.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't understand why there's apparently still been this, like...
Does this guy really think that he's going to be able to argue that, like, his PlayStation 5 is better than a gaming PC? Is he really, my PC is 2.5x faster? Nah, broke ass. No, broke ass, nope.
Holdout of people...
Oh my
console
god.
gamers that sincerely believe, like, loads of PC people are like molding and raging and really angry and upset at how powerful a PS5 is. It's like, guys, do you get that PlayStation 5 is just a PC but worse?
Yeah.
It's literally, by the way, a PC. It's just computer components put together with a custom operating system on it from Sony. It is a PC. It's
No, you have to understand they're totally different technology. Like you see, the hard drives in PlayStations are made out of unicorn hooves, okay? So they're very special and they have a totally different value than just like the ordinary boring hard drives that you get inside of a gaming PC.
Just
obviously.
down. You can even make PCs that are that size yourself, by the way, roughly.
They don't use metal, they use mithril.
That are made specifically, altered to be for the PS5. And then it's just a computer running a Sony operating system. You are on a PC.
Of course.
Your PC, though, just is restricted by what they allow you to do, and ours lets us do loads of other stuff and upgrade them and all this other, buy whatever components you want, put them in, make it more powerful. So it's just crazy to me that you're like, oh, you're broke if you're a PC gamer. You fucking...
What is the logic that, like, if you can afford a $4,000 PC, you're broke, but if you can afford a $500 PlayStation, you're not? Like, I don't know if this follows.
Opposite way. I wouldn't obviously say, oh, you're broke if you play console, because some people just prefer it, and there is a reason to play console. Some people don't want to, fuck around and run Ethernet cables.
He's probably right about it. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah, this kid, the only PC he knows is the family computer in the living room. That, his only experience with it is, like, trying to play Minesweeper or, pinball on it.
HDMI cables around to get like a couch TV and stuff like that
now they're
playing
30.
on their PC on Steam,
right.
Big Picture or whatever. So consoles always have a place and they're just easy to use, plug and play, right? There's no worrying about anything. But I've even legit seen people be like, oh, PC gamers, how does it feel when you have to download your drivers and blah, blah, blah. Do you understand that's what Sony...
Do you understand what that means? Do you understand how that's kind of a self-report? They think that downloading your drivers is like, hacking in. All right, I'm in. Okay, all right, so now we need to get into the mainframe and reprogram the BIOS and then reinstall Windows. It's like fucking trying to hack into it. Or it's like, actually, no, you just go to the NVIDIA control panel and then you click refresh and then update new version. And then sometimes you have to restart the PC. Which, by the way, my PS5 or PS5 or PS4 has force restarted itself more than my PC has. PCs are definitely fucky sometimes, yeah, but so are consoles.
The updates are doing. You've got no concept of technology, I understand.
Yeah.
But obviously, whenever you're downloading an update for your console, it is just updating all your drivers, essentially, and stuff like that. The stuff that Sony have tweaked and deemed to be useful for performance or whatever else. Somebody says PC wins again, and he replies with, win? There are playing the game they were playing. What did they
There are playing the game they were playing.
Apart from a crying hangover?
Here it is.
I mean, he's not wrong in terms of what did you get. You did get nothing. You didn't really win anything, but you got him to walk it back, which is great. You're back to square one, basically. Awesome suggestion. Please send me the money over so I can just do just that and get a better job. We'll skip this guy.
Does anybody here actually believe that this guy has a job? He probably doesn't. Look at some of the other ones. Sony disagrees with you. No, crybaby PC cucks do. It's sad to see the once good gaming, the once good PC community being taken over by loony lefties and Xbox refugees. Why would I buy a $500 console when I have a perfectly good PC that runs every game I want to play? Because they're smarter than you, obviously. Dude, who is this guy?
We'll skip this guy because obviously it feels like we're bullying somebody who's got some kind of learning difficulty. This is a fucking, this is a classic, mate.
This guy needs to get hooked on phonics.
This is a certified HUD classic. Now that Helldivers 2 drama is over, PC gamers can go...
Bro, dude. This is how you know everybody that gets involved in console wars is like mentally a kid. They're not kids. They're mentally kids. It's because they do PC, bro. Read that.
Back to do what they do best. PC gamers Gabe Newell. This is a Sony fanboy saying this, guys. This is a Sony fanboy saying people are bootlicking Gabe Newell, which, if you don't know, is the main guy behind Valve and Steam. I honestly think it's kind of sad that people are so cuckolded by corporations and their tying of their identity to video game console and a company that literally would not piss on you if you were on fire in front of them.
Yeah, it's a bit of that, right? So I remember watching a YouTube video, and it was this woman who wanted to buy a special handbag. I think it was a Hermes handbag. And she couldn't buy a Hermes handbag because she didn't have... Like, basically, they only sell the handbags to people that have already spent a lot of money at the store. It's like, think of it like a battle pass. And so this woman, and she's like a middle-class lady working probably like an average job, and she's spending all of her money to be able to buy enough stuff from the people that make these bags in order for the privilege to be able to buy the bag itself. It's a Birkin bag? Yeah. It's like, what the fuck happened? How did this happen, guys? That's scummy? Don't buy the season pass. I know. Just like Ferrari? Well, I wouldn't buy one of those cars either. I think that would be ridiculous. I just don't even know what to say.
They think it's bad and unknown.
I do feel like I don't ever feel sorry for these people, by the way. I want to say I'm a huge asshole. Everybody knows that. I love seeing idiots get taken advantage of. I do. I view it as like every time a lion catches a gazelle, I say, yeah, that's fucking right. That's evolution, bitch. That's natural selection. And you just got selected. And so anytime I see somebody do something really stupid and I see something bad happen to them for it, I say, that's what you fucking get. Let's be honest. Just got selected.
The people got a W on this one when it's just objectively good for everybody.
You say it every time?
Into this,
Almost every time.
If you look at any of these people's accounts, they are just predominantly just posting all like pro PlayStation things. A lot of them have like PlayStation in their name and in their bio and stuff. some of these I can't show because people are fucking wilded out with these
I
replies.
I
these
can
image
expect
replies.
what that
But
would be.
obviously, Valve's it's a company that not everything Valve does is good. Not everything Gabe Newell does is good. But by and large, we are lucky on PC that Steam is the way that Steam is, because Steam has two client bases, right? They have us, the customers, then they have the developers. And Steam put themselves in a position, by and large, due to Gabe Newell's leadership and the surrounding team, that if you're a developer, if you're one of these big publishers, you can't really argue with what Valve decide to do, because you might have the balls, but you're in their court. You're in Gabe Newell's court. And if you don't like when you fuck up and then they give refunds to the customers, because obviously Valve's the middleman here, so they can do that.
It's
if you don't
crazy.
like it, you can take your ball elsewhere. And companies have tried to do this.
They have.
And they always come back to Steam because...
It's actually crazy. Like, do you want to know why Steam is so successful? It's because they prioritize the user experience. Every other launcher prioritizes the publisher or the developer. Like, for example, if I open up my Battle.net launcher right now, there's a bunch of bullshit here. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see any of this. What's all this? I don't want this. Like, I don't want to have like a pop-up, an update. Why would I want that? I just want to be able to log in and that's it. So the priority with like Epic Games Launcher or with like, Battle.net or Ubisoft Launcher or any of these other ones is on the developer. But Steam, the priority is the user. And that's why Steam is successful. The moment that the end user stops being your customer is the moment that you start losing your business.
Obviously, even if you fuck up one time, just don't fuck up, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you fuck up, you're going to what? Go away and throw away all the potential sales you'll get from Steam and people boycotting your game if it's on Epic or just your own launcher. Yeah. No, most companies are not going to do that. So yeah, Gabe Newell does some good stuff, and I do think there is a little bit of hero worship with him.
It is.
Which obviously ignores the fact that
because it's good, because the service is good. And also it is bad that Steam is a monopoly. It's absolutely bad, because eventually everything changes. There could be something that happens, and it's good to have other competitors. And I'm glad that there are other launchers, but right now Steam is the best launcher, and that's why everybody is using it.
Massively anti-consumer and terrible practices from Valve, like loot boxes, gambling for kids, ignoring the fact that a bunch of CS casinos still exist and things like that.
Yeah, sure.
And the years and years and billions of dollars they've profited off of that.
He's right.
Essentially throwing generations of children to the wolves in gambling addiction. But by and large, I think as a refund policy and buying games, I think Gabe and Steam and Valve do pretty fucking good work, to be honest.
They do.
And I think most people would agree that aren't mentally fucking severely unwell and, drowning in that fanboy cummies, that you'd rather be on Steam and have somebody like Gabe Newell as a face than you would nameless, faceless Sony executives that clearly just want to force you in a system where exclusivity is all you know, and then somehow you cuckold yourself into thinking it's really good and you really like it. How do PC gamers keep getting away with it, bros? I think this one's just a guy pointing out, PC gamers are winning on this one. Here's another one. Wolverine PS5. You knew he'd have to have PS5 in his name. In an ideal world, PC gamers harassed NVIDIA and AMD to the point where they post on Twitter, "We heard you, we will lower GPU prices." This is what's referred to as whataboutism. And it's not even a really good whataboutism, because it's not even remotely the same. Because obviously...
To be fair, he has a point. That shit is crazy expensive. How much is a 4090? Let me see how much a 4090 is. Yeah, that's a lot. It's like basically like almost 2K. That's a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, no one needs a 4090. I do. I need it so I can run the game at really fast.
Your access to their products was never removed. You just don't buy the most expensive products and you just wait. And obviously a lot of the...
And also, PC gamers do that. It's called not purchasing the product. Instead of like making tweets about it, what they do is they're like, I don't think this is a good use of my money. This isn't a good value proposition, so I'm going to choose not to spend my money on this. That's how it works.
The issues with prices of GPUs
Imagine
is supply, demand, and access to parts and things like that. You don't buy a new NVIDIA graphics card or an AMD graphics card and then they decide one day, oh, we're taking it away from you today, even though you paid for it. So you've obviously
you can't use an AMD graphics card to play certain games. Like, here's a really good way to look at it. Like, what if AMD and NVIDIA graphics cards only ran graphics for certain games? Think about how stupid that is. And then think about the fact that console players basically have that, and they say, oh, we love this. That's what I was saying before, guys. Professional shit eaters.
With yourself there is not understanding any of the problems. And then he goes on to talk about
That's just what they are.
Blade thing, which honestly I've not really followed. I find it kind of fucking pathetic, to be honest. But lace bras in Stellar Blade and a free account that takes 2 minutes to make are more important. Still don't get the issue. Thank God PC gaming is protected from Sony. Yeah, thank God we as consumers have the ability to change things and we don't just... Well, you know, it's actually good to see, for once, that PC gamers didn't just fucking bend over and say, you know, is this going to hurt?
This is what we should do. Every time that a game does something stupid, we should completely go insane. We should just go absolutely fucking apeshit. It worked the first time.
You brought some lube with you. People actually decided to band together on this one, and they fucking won. They proved a lot of points. They proved people can do this, and hopefully moving forward, more people do, keeping this in their memory. But yeah, unironically, thank God PC gaming is protected from some of these things.
Yeah, really.
Unfortunate for you, it sounds like you would just accept whatever Sony wants. You as a Sony gamer, as a PS5 gamer or whatever, should be looking at this and thinking, man, I wish we could do that.
Somebody said why they didn't do that with Dragon's Dogma 2. You want to know the real reason why? It's because the game, like, all of the controversy about it was total bullshit. And it was completely fabricated, and it wasn't even a big issue in the first place. The Helldivers thing was actually a big issue because it locked people out of playing the game. If you played Dragon's Dogma, like, I have... Keep in mind, like, that's a game that I played. I have 112 hours in that game. There was no reason, like, those microtransactions had no impact on the game. They didn't do anything.
You know, I wish we could reverse some decisions that we didn't like. I wish we had any kind of, like, voting power. We could get together as a community and change things. But instead, no, it's all the PC gamers' faults for, wait, let me check my notes, having standards and not bending over. You know, fuck those PC gamers.
That's right.
Another good one here. This is, obviously, he's not being a dick. He says, don't y'all ever talk shit about the PC community again, lol. These guys will not tolerate the same shit us console guys do.
That's right.
Reasonable take.
That is
and then
fucking right.
You get one.
Virtue signaling and fake outrage will get results. Yep. That's right. You get guaranteed, bro. Like, you know this guy... You know the exact type of NPC this guy is, right? Like, we all know, like, how he's programmed. Do y'all know his mechanics? Yeah.
Straight away. Yup, virtue signaling. That what? The fuck are you talking about? And fake outrage will get results. I mean, even if it was fake outrage, it fucking worked, didn't it? But it's not. You just aren't engaging with the actual reason people are angry about something. All console guys did was make excuses. I saw loads of console people just to present both sides.
The reason why they make excuses is because they're trying to justify spending the money on the console. It's actually shocking to me the amount of people who they have to go and justify spending money on something. They can't just spend money on something and like it and enjoy it. They have to make sure that everybody else is, like, commending them on the fact that they're enjoying it.
Loads of console people,
they're mad they can't afford a PC.
That this was wrong, and they stand with the PC gamers and the people all over the world that are having their game removed and stuff like that. So it's not all people. It's just obviously the weird people that have locked their fucking entire identity,
That's
like
right.
K-pop fans or whatever, behind the idea that, we play PlayStation.
I think that they're worse than K-pop fans. I do. I'm going to say it. And I know people might get mad, but I'm going to say it. I think it's true. I think that console fanboys are worse than K-pop fans. Too far? No, I'm serious. K-pop fans are wild. They're crazy, but there's they're psychotic, whereas console fanboys are stupid.
This is the only interesting thing about my entire fucking
That's the
personality.
difference.
It's kind of sad when you think about it. And then this is the last one I think I got saved. One thing this Helldivers drama proved, though, is how unreliable the PC market is. It's really not unreliable. Just make a good game. Don't fuck with the consumer rights and don't try to take it away from people, and they'll buy and play your game. It's pretty simple. Loads of other games have done it before them. You can have success, and one day they can find a BS excuse to mass refund your game, even after spending 200 hours in it, and you lose all the money you made. It's like investing in meme coins. Nothing like that.
Male PS5. There we go. PC Switch. Wow.
Not even close.
PS5 stands for NPC.
Aspect of it, which is something that does happen in meme coins, and apparently in Sony video games, where they fucking pull the rug out from under you. You thought you were standing on your Helldivers 2 purchase. Fucking joke's on you. You're not anymore. Fall over.
Surprise, bitch!
But obviously, it's not the gamers that decided they could have a refund. It's fucking Valve. Valve, the arbiter of this decision, said, yeah, you're right, actually. They've taken your game away from you. They've done something we don't agree with, and we're a big-ass company. We would legally be responsible if they were to try and sue us something on this one.
And also, that's like a really important component, is that people don't think about the amount of blowback that Steam gets whenever one of these companies makes a bad decision. Because it affects Steam's customer service. It's costing them hundreds of thousands of dollars every time one of these companies massively fucks up. So it's not like this is just something that they offset onto the developer or the publisher. No, this is something that they have to eat and they have to deal with themselves.
The refunds and withholding the money we're owed, we've decided the gamers are right. And you've decided I'm going to go on Twitter and be upset that everyone agrees that gamers were fucked on this one. Sony demands for you to pay online. You say how much. Microsoft tries it with us. Windows Live becomes past tense. That's the difference between you and us. True. Y'all keep bringing...
Microsoft tries it with us. Windows Live becomes past tense. It's the difference between you and us. Y'all keep bringing up pay for online when I don't even play online games. I use PSN for the monthly games and library like people do with GP, Game Pass. When I don't... Oh, so you pay for it and you don't use it? Oh, I guess that makes you better.
Not pay for online when I don't even play online games. Lol. I use PSN for the monthly games and library, like people do with GP, which is Game Pass, I presume. So obviously just not involved in anything whatsoever, doesn't understand the discourse, doesn't play the game, just chiming in about how it's all BS.
Just chiming in.
So I think that's the last one I saved. This was I've obviously got to now go through and unbookmark all of these. But it just goes to show you can have something that is just objectively bad for customers. And for whatever reason, customers will still find a way to fight against each other over something that doesn't benefit them in any way to not support. Just because the corporate overlords make a product that they like and that they've tied their whole identity to.
People are just stupid. I really, I used to have hope for the human race. And then I raided in classic World of Warcraft. And now I know that if there's ever a situation that happens in real life, I think of the dumbest thing that could possibly happen, and I just expect that.
Really, really weird. I don't think I'm ever going to get it. I hope there's not a lot of people in my audience that feel this way about things. I don't think there will be, because the kind of content I usually make.
Yeah.
There will be some people that show up that think I'm a fucking idiot and they're big Sony fans or whatever.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
You know,
you
get it all the time. I've made videos about loads of stuff where people in my audience have been like, I've agreed with you on all these things, or I've respected your opinion on all these things, but this time, you've
really
gone too
wrong,
far.
And it's just about this thing I feel really close to.
Yep.
And this company I really like. So there'll definitely be some of that. But just by and large, it's really good that we got this W, even if it is back to square one, even if people have got short memories as consumers. It just goes to show that there is a bridge too far for some of these decisions.
I think that this should be such a massively inspiring thing, is that if you throw a big enough of a tantrum and you act like if there are enough gorillas, you can stage an uprising. All we have to do is get together, and there can be a lot of us, and we all act like gorillas at the same time. And before you fucking know it, it's Planet of the Apes. That's it.
Bad enough, and if people can signal boost it enough and it affects a game that is as popular as this and gets everywhere on social media, I truly do think the refunds are what really pushed this one over the line. So, as always, thumbs up Valve. And obviously thumbs up to people that are covering this. One last thing I do want to say, and I did retweet this, so I just want to pull it up. This is Pirate Software posted this, and I think this is very important. He says, when this is undone, I will change my Helldivers 2 review back to positive. Anything less than reversing this is just words on social media. And this is obviously pointing out that still 177 countries that PSN is unavailable cannot buy the game on Steam anymore.
I'm going to be honest, like maybe it's a hot take. I don't really see that as a big problem because the people that do own the game are still able to play it in perpetuity. So, like, if they choose to not sell the game in a certain region, but all the people that previously purchased it are still able to access the game, I really don't see how that's a problem. Like, it's bad. It definitely is bad. But, like, I'm not sure if, like, for me, I don't know if that's enough for me to not want to change my review. That's not a problem. It's bad for growth. It is. It's bad for growth. It's a bad decision. But, like, I don't think I would give the game a negative review because of that.
So this should obviously be reversed. This is bad. I don't know.
But it is
obviously
stupid.
This came in because it would have been really fucked up to be selling a game in regions where somebody could
that's just the way I feel.
log in, buy the game on Steam, and then physically couldn't make an account once they got to the login screen, and they just bought a fucking bricked copy of a game. That couldn't happen. That'd be so stupid. So this needs to be reversed if the PSN thing isn't going to be on there. And obviously, if it's going to be optional going forward, then there shouldn't be any problem selling it in all these territories.
Exactly.
Because 177 countries not being able to buy is fucking crazy. But there we go. A really big thing
Seems
to point
very
out.
unnecessary.
So glad you did, and glad I remembered. But thanks for watching as always. Hopefully you enjoyed. Bye. Give us up. So link in video description. I think they've got a new drop that just released. I don't know if it's announced, so I'm not going to show you. They did send me some of the merch and stuff. But if you buy it, it's a caffeinated or uncaffeinated powder. Put it in water, drink it. Cool stuff. Buy shaky cups with waifus on and all that stuff.
I have one
there's
of
a link
those.
in video description. You'll get a discount. I'll get a kickback. Win-win. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.
Well, in just 32 seconds.
What up?
So I think that everything about the console warrior community is the most pathetic shit I've ever seen. It is amazing to me that console players even do this and feel this way. It's insane. It's embarrassing. It is. It is so embarrassing. I'm astonished that this even happens. But there it is. Kira? Yeah, no, I'm glad that he made the video. I mean, I agree with everything he's saying, right? I mean, I hope that console warriors, this is what I want to say to all the console warriors out there that are upset. You're welcome. I understand that you might not be ready to accept it, but we helped you, and we're doing this for you. It's for your own good. I know you're going to resist it, but you'll come around someday, and whenever you do, you will thank us for the fact that we exist. You're welcome. That's all I got to say. I'm going to be honest. Buy a PC. Come to the light side. Yes, come to the light side. Play a game on PC, learn how to really be an actual real gamer, not a console gamer, and then you're going to have no problem.